Welcome to the Boys Sports Talk. We're talking NFL Week 16 matchups with Cena, Matt, and Van. First game of the week we're still going to start with is tomorrow's game, Christmas Day. We got Vikings at the Saints. Who are y'all picked for winning this game?
I got the Saints.
I got the Saints as well. I would not be surprised if the Saints find a way to lose to the Vikings like always, but I'm feeling pretty confident, and I think the Saints are going to pull it out.
I'm also going to take the Saints winning this, but it's definitely going to be a tough matchup for a lot of Saints fans watching on Christmas Day. Vikings are probably going to look to do an upset, and but hopefully the defense comes back strong versus that Chiefs game, and Drew Brees, second game back, looks better out there. Hopefully, now got his feet under him, after coming off that injury, so has a bounce back game and does really well.
Yeah, I'm hoping we see Drew start to roll again. I hope we don't see him struggle out the gate like he did last game. I think the more games he plays now before the playoffs is just going to help us get better and more in rhythm with the offense before playoffs start. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a real close game.
Yeah, both teams have lost their last two games. Drew Brees last week played a bit bad, only completed 15 out of 34 passes and a QBR of 23.5. I expect him to be a lot better in the second week back. Devin Cook for the Vikings have run for over 100 yards the last 3 weeks. I think this game comes down to the Vikings offense and the Saints defense. Every time that Justin Jefferson has done good this year, the Vikings have won. It's going to be hard for the Saints to stop the Vikings run defense, especially having to focus on Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. But with the recent history between the Saints and the Vikings, I am going to go pick the Vikings. Be the oddball out.
You're not welcome in New Orleans anymore.
So next to the Saturday games, first up we got the Bucs and the Lions. The Bucs are now stacked with talent on their outside with Antonio Brown coming to the team. Now they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown out there. Brady is also playing really well. The Lions defense can't stop any team from scoring. They're going to be hard to stop this Bucs team. The last 14 games, the Lions have allowed over 30 points. I expect this game to be a blowout. Bucs win comfortably. I expect them to score 40.
I think the Bucs win as well. I think the Bucs are starting to roll. I think they're starting to figure out how to incorporate Antonio Brown into the offense, and I think the Bucs are really starting to get on there, get going, and then they're also being motivated by the Saints losing, and they're seeing us lose every week, and they're still giving them a little hope. So I think they're clicking on all cylinders right now. I think they win pretty big against a bad Detroit team.
I agree.
Yeah, I got the Bucs too. Nothing much here to say. So I got the Bucs.
I agree. Bucs are going to win big, probably by 40. Especially Lions.
40?
By 40? Jesus Christ. When's the last time we saw a team won by 40?
Might. I mean, the Lions are Matthew Stafford's injured still. They lost their interim head coach again. He won't be coaching this week due to COVID issues. So their wide receiver
got the 19
over as head coach. So he got no preparation for being a head coach. Could lead to some bad game calls. But I got the Bucs.
All right. Next game of the week is the 49ers versus Cardinals. Matt will be in California for this game. The Cardinals beat the 49ers in week 1. And the 49ers had Jimmy G and all their weapons in week 1 without any of them, and all the backups for the 49ers still playing. I'm going to take my drink lock of the week and pick the Cardinals.
I'm also going to take the Cardinals, even though it might not be the popular decision. But I don't foresee the 49ers putting up much of a fight right now with all their players out. And like last time they played, it was very close when they did have everybody, but I don't think they have many people to help compete against that stout offense they got right now.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals as well. 49ers still has about half their team still injured and not playing right now. So it's going to be too much for the 49ers to handle with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. So I got the Cardinals as well.
Yeah, this game, it's a do or die, Cardinal situation. They lose this game to the 49ers. It's going to open up the spot for the Bears to come in there. And a lot of people probably have the Bears beating the Jaguars this week. So Cardinals got to have a must win. They need it to make sure they kind of hold on to that number 7 spot. And then again, with the 49ers being low on team members after all the injuries they had throughout the season, they are supposed to be getting George Kittle back, but it's going to be interesting to see also if Josh Rosen, who we just traded over there, if he is able to start this weekend, or if he's going to have to wait a while before being able to start in that system. I don't know, but if he does start, that'll be a very interesting return of events. Josh Rosen going up against his former team that drafted him like number 13 overall 2 years ago. So,
I love me a good revenge story.
It'll be a good little revenge tour back. So
we got the Dolphins and the Raiders playing this weekend. Cena, who you got?
Well, last week I picked Tua and the Dolphins, and they won. So I'm one with Tua again. I'm riding that Tua train all the way. So I got the Dolphins beating the Raiders.
Man.
Dolphins, I mean, they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. They got to win this game. The Ravens are knocking on the door, 1 game out. If they beat the Raiders will be eliminated from the playoffs. If they lose, they might be eliminated from the playoffs or at least lose their 7th spot. So, going to be a real tough matchup. Raiders aren't looking as hot right now. Derek Carr is injured, but you never know. Marcus Mariota looked really good out there in that Thursday matchup earlier. So, he may come out explosive and he may show the Hawaiian quarterback what it means to be a true Hawaiian NFL quarterback. I don't know. It's going to be a little fun Hawaiian quarterback matchup with Mariota and Tua. So
Derek Carr is playing this weekend, so Mariota will be a backup again. Matt.
I'm going to go with the Fins. I think that defense is going to stop the Raiders offense. And I think Tua's he hasn't put together very many great games, but I think the more he keeps playing, the better he's going to get. And I think I'm rolling with the Fins this week.
So the Ravens' offense has looked really good the past 3 weeks, but their defense has been terrible the last 5 weeks, allowing 30 points in each of those games. Their running games have been terrible, with Brandon Jacobs only averaging less than 4 yards a carry. But the Dolphins' defense is giving up 120 yards a game this year. The Dolphins have struggled on offense since Week 9's win over the Chargers. That includes them playing the Broncos, Jets, and Bengals, who combined are giving up 27.7 points a game. So I'm going to be the oddball out and say the Dolphins lose this game.
Always going against the pack.
It's the grain.
Sunday games, we got Falcons versus Chiefs. Matt, give us your opinion on that game.
I think the Chiefs are going to steamroll Atlanta. I mean, unless the Chiefs, the only thing I can see, unless the Chiefs are arresting people, but I don't foresee that, and I think the Chiefs win by 10 or more.
Yeah, I don't think this game is going to mean too much. The Chiefs already have their playoff spot. The only thing the Chiefs are playing for right now is that number 1 spot, and with this victory over Atlanta, they're going to secure it. Cena?
Kansas City. Too much Mahomes and Kelsey and Tyreek Hill for the Falcons to handle. So, Kansas City.
Yeah. Big game for Kansas City. I mean, they basically already have that number 1 spot locked up. So, I do believe they'll play everyone in this week, but it's going to be too much for the Falcons to handle, even with that defense looking better every week. I think the Kansas City just comes on and dominates that game early. So too much of a lead for the Falcons to even come back from.
All right, we got the Browns versus the Jets. The Jets coming off their first win of the year, but it's going to end right there. The Browns continue their best season yet since coming back into the NFL as a team again. I expect it to be close because the Browns do play up to their opponent's level, but the Browns are going to win.
I got the Browns winning as well. I think the Browns need to keep rolling, keep their playoff hopes alive, and if the Steelers keep losing, maybe a division title. I see the Browns winning, but like you said, I do see them making it a competitive game at least the first 3 quarters because the Browns do like to do that.
Man.
I agree. Browns, they're going to come in there, they're playing pretty good so far this last stretch of football, right when you need to be playing good. I think they're going to dominate. They also, like Matt said, they have a shot at chasing maybe that division, leader over the Steelers if they keep losing, like they have been on this now 3-game losing stretch. So Browns got a lot to play for. They're also trying to prove to a lot of people, that they're the real deal this year. So Browns all the way.
In the last video, I apologize to the Jets for downing them, but sorry, New York, you're not going to win against the red hot Baker and the Browns. So I got the Browns.
All right, we got the Colts versus the Steelers. Cena, take us into that one.
So I got the Colts being the Steelers, and this is my dream lock of the week. Colts is one of those teams that are red hot right now. They're playing really well. Steelers are struggling after having 3 straight losing. They may rebound, but I think Colts will find a way to get it done, and that's my dream lock of the week. I got the Colts.
I agree. Both teams are playing really good. The Steelers have lost their last 3, but they were on an 11-game win streak. Both teams are in top 10 defensively. The Steelers only give up 19 points a game, and the Colts 23 points a game. This game is going to come down to their offenses, which is bad news for the Steelers. The Colts are playing better than all of the Steelers' defensive averages. I have the Steelers losing, and that's going to make their lose streak go up to 4 and put in their division hopes onto the Week 17's game against the Browns.
I also have the Colts winning this game. I think the Colts' offense might just function a little bit better than the Steelers. Both defenses are going to show up and play a heavy part. It's definitely going to be a low-scoring defensive matchup. But I think the Colts' offense with the little bit younger receivers and a little bit better. T.Y. Hilton just came back about a couple of weeks ago, and he's been balling out again. So I think I foresee them with T.Y. Hilton, Jonathan Taylor running the ball. I think they have a better run game than Pittsburgh right now. So I think the Colts are going to take the edge in a close defensive matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, Steelers versus the Colts. You never know. Juju is done dancing apparently, so maybe this could be a sign of new things to come for the Steelers, and that being wins as well. But I also, even saying that, I feel like the Colts are just a better matchup for the Steelers. They got the better team right now, better defense especially. I think that offense is going to get started pretty well early, and that defense is going to help carry the Colts throughout the rest of the game. So I think Colts win here, but it's going to be close. And it's definitely going to – if the Colts do win here and the Browns defeat the Jets, it's going to be a real good Week 17 matchup for that division leader. So,
come on, Browns.
We got the Bears versus the Jaguars. The only good thing for the Jaguars this year is their rookie running back, James Robinson, who's ran for over 1,000 yards already. The Jags have gives up 30 points a game, which is 3rd worst in the league, and the Bears have been putting up 30 points per game the last 3 games, and I see that continuing. I got the Bears here.
Let's go Bears. Keep the revenge tour for Mitch rolling. Got to get him paid.
Yeah, got the Bears as well. Trubisky gets his revenge again. Coming off, he's playing well. He's out for revenge for being benched earlier, so I got the Bears.
Yeah, Bears, better team, better organization right now. Mitchell Trubisky is looking good. Might get him a new contract after this outstanding last half performance here. And if anything, the Jags, they may have only their rookie running back looking good during the season, but they have something else looking good for them now. They need to go ahead and send a good Christmas card to the Jets for handing them over Trevor Lawrence as a Christmas present this year after beating the Rams and giving up the number 1 pick.
I mean, there's still a chance for Jaguars to give it up too.
Mm.
We got the Giants versus the Ravens. The Giants haven't even scored 10 points the last 2 weeks, so I got the Ravens. Nothing else to need to be explained there.
Yeah, I got the Ravens. The Ravens are making their playoff push right now. Team looks real solid. Last few weeks, they looked like the team that we thought they were going to be. So I got Ravens. Is Daniel Jones playing, though, even though it doesn't really make a difference?
I don't know, honestly.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he will be. I got Ravens. I mean, enough said. Ravens need this win. You know, they're outside looking in. You know, they want to have any shot at, getting that playoff spot. They need the Dolphins to lose one and them to continue winning. So,
Ravens, enough said, next game.
Carolina at Washington. It's the first time that Ron Rivera will be playing the Panthers since he was fired. The Washington is still trying to secure their division. Washington defense in the last 5 games has played excellent. The most points they've given up is only 20 to the Seahawks. Carolina has lost a lot of games this year, but a lot of them have been really close. They haven't been blown out very often, even though they have a terrible record. I got the Panthers winning by a score of like 24-21.
I also am going to take the Panthers this week, mainly because of all the thing going on with the football team and their quarterback trouble. Dwayne Haskins in a strip club, no mask. You ain't got no other quarterbacks.
That's
And,
my type of body right there.
Dwayne Haskins was benched earlier in the year for no reason. Like, they didn't give out a reason, personal conduct, stuff like that. I don't know. I think they got problems on the offense, and I think even though with that elite defense, I think Teddy finds a way to lead the Panthers to a victory in a close one.
yeah, same. Panthers, I think, it's going to be a close game. But without any true quarterback for the football team, and that offense not looking too great, I think Panthers going to somehow just find a way to, sneak away with a victory there. It's going to be a close game. Going to be real interesting in the NFC East if the football team, the Giants, and the Eagles all lose again this week.
So I guess I'll be the odd man out. I'm going to take Washington. McCaffrey is going to be doubtful to play, so that would be one less problem for the Washington defense to worry about. And so I'm taking the Washington football team.
All right, we got the Eagles at the Cowboys. It's strange that we're still talking about a 5-4 win team in Week 16, possibly going to the playoffs. But the last 2 weeks, the Cowboys have been rolling, scoring 30 and 41 points. The Eagles with Jalen Hurts at quarterback has been looking decent, but that's the key word, just decent. I'm taking the Cowboys to tie up the NFC East right now.
Yeah, it pains me to say it, but I think Dallas is going to win, and I think Dallas is going to be fighting for that division in Week 17. I just don't think the Eagles have enough. I think Andy Dalton's a little more experienced quarterback. He's got that experience on making a playoff run, even though he's not winning in the playoffs. I think he's got a better leadership, and I think he leads Dallas to a victory. They got a bunch of weapons on the team, and I think they just overtake Philly this week, and I think they make a run at that division in Week 17.
First of all, I want to give a shout-out to Quez Watkins, former Southern Miss, going to Eagle, got his first career touchdown last week for the Eagles. and Jalen Hurts is looking pretty good. So I'm taking the Eagles over the Cowboys.
Me, yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys here as well. But it's gonna be real interesting, NFC East division. If the football team and Giants lose, like I said, and the Cowboys beat the Eagles here, it's all gonna come down to that Week 17 matchup on who's gonna grab the division.
If the Eagles make playoffs, you think they start Jalen Hurts?
I think so too. I think they do. I think Jalen Hurts kind of proved himself to be the quarterback they need, at least right now at this time period.
We got the Rams versus the Seahawks. Last week, the Rams lost to the Jets. 2 weeks ago, the Seahawks beat the Jets 40-3. Other than that, though, the Seahawks has been struggling to score the last few weeks, so I'm going to take the series sweep and pick the Rams here, and they're going to take the top spot in the NFC West.
I'm also going to take the Rams this week. I think the Rams' defense bounces back. Like you said, Seahawks offense hasn't been looking good. Rams' defense is very stout, even with the loss to the Jets. I think Jared Goff makes a comeback this week, makes the offense look a little bit better, and I think the Rams win.
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks. Rams are probably going to come out and play with revenge for losing to the Jets last week. But I think Russell Wilson is going to rebound. I know they've been slacking a little bit, but I think Seahawks and Wilson will find a way to beat the Rams.
All right.
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks as well. Seahawks over the Rams here. Rams didn't look great in that game against the Jets. Seahawks, they have been slow to start on offense. That defense is getting better ever since they got that trade in for Carlos Dunlap. Jamal Adams is playing better, and as a whole unit, they're playing better. But now with the Seattle Seahawks running game, all fully healthy, Carlos Hyde, Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, all of them going to be out there. They're going to be able to get that run game going a little bit better. And whenever that run game is also mutually benefiting in the offense, that pass game comes out stronger as well. I got Seattle not getting swept by the Rams this year.
All right, we have a potential Super Bowl matchup coming up with the Titans versus the Packers. Both teams are extremely high right now, making it a pretty hard pick for me. However, the Titans haven't scored less than 30 points in the last 6 weeks, but Green Bay's defense haven't given up that many points in the last 5 weeks. You got MVP candidates Aaron Rodgers and Derrick Henry going up against each other. This game is being played in Green Bay with a 50% chance that it's going to snow during the game. So if it snows, I got the Titans. If it doesn't snow, I still got the Titans.
I'm thinking Titans as well. I think the Titans come off strong with a run game against that Packers defense. I think Derrick Henry has a field day, even if it snows or it doesn't. I think Derrick Henry rushes for about 100 yards or more. And I think Tannehill's finally getting his groove. Like I said the other last week, Tannehill had 5 touchdowns. You got to let Tannehill beat you. And I think Tannehill's starting to roll, but I think Derrick Henry's going to do a lot of running this week, and I'm taking Titans.
I'm going to go ahead and take this as my drink block of the week. I'm taking Green Bay in Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers is trying to prove that, he's the MVP candidate this year, and he's also making sure that he tried to hold on to that number 1 spot since the Saints gave it up. He wants to ensure that. So I got Green Bay, close game. Derrick Henry is going to have a monster game. He always does at times like this right before the playoffs. So he's going to rush over 100 yards. But I think Green Bay, they're going to find a way. Aaron Rodgers is going to get the ball to his favorite targets and Devontae Adams. And they're just going to put up a lot of points. It might be a shootout in the end, but I got Green Bay winning here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it'll be close. I had the Titans beating the Packers. It don't matter if it's on snow, rain, no snow. It don't matter. If you get in Derrick Henry's rain, you're going to pay for it. So the Packers defense is going to pay for it, trying to get in Derrick Henry's race. So I got Henry and the Titans going to Lambeau and get the win against the Packers.
We got Monday night.
I would like to get my drink lock in. We're not going to talk about the game because it has no playoff meaning. but I'm going to go ahead and lock in the Chargers over the Broncos. I think Justin Herbert continues his role for Rookie of the Year. And I just wanted to get that in there because I know we weren't going to talk about it because it has no meaning. But I think the Chargers have a lot to build on in winning a game like that. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in the Chargers.
All right. So all four of us have picked our drink locks of the week. Me and Cena got the Cardinals over the 49ers. Van took the Titans over the Packers. And
I took the Packers over the Titans.
the Packers over the Titans.
And
we got Matt, who took the Chargers over the Broncos. Our last week of the game is Monday Night Football, Bills versus the Patriots. The Patriots are really missing Tom Brady, and this week they're going to miss him again. I got Cam Newton running for a touchdown, throwing 2 picks, and I got the Bills winning.
Get the tables ready. Here come the Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills winning here too. Patriots are just not the same without Tom Brady right now. They're going to have to find something new next year to try to rebound from this, but it's not looking good for Patriots fans. Could be a few down seasons. But I got the Bills. Bills Mafia is about to dominate this game, so get those tables ready.
Yeah, got Bills as well. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs are hot right now. Stephon Diggs is actually listed questionable on the injury report with I believe it's a foot injury. But I think he took part in practice the other day. So if he plays, it don't matter if he plays or not. I got the Bills being the Patriots.
All right. I think the Patriot situation is like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Who made who, Belichick or Brady? And it's looking like Brady might have made Belichick all these years.
Which one's Brady, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to get back to the drawing board.
All right, that concludes Week 16's NFL matchup predictions. We'll see you in a couple of days when they play.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.